Saved by the Bell. Hey, it's the Bux Effect. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is the Bux Effect. I'm your favorite host, Chuck Bucks, and I'm here with my childhood buddies that I've known for 20 plus years. And you might know them from the Booze and the Dudes. You might know them from Beer and Bad Movies. You might know them from SGR.
Or from a public bathroom.
Or you might know them from, a public restroom. Or
for running for fucking governor.
Running for fucking governor.
Yeah.
I have Mr. Dick Sassy and SG with me.
God dang.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on? So we're watching some old videotapes that we've done in the past and just really funny shit that I completely forgot about. And this is the shit we didn't back in the days before there was YouTube, before there was anything else. We were doing all the pranks. We were doing all the stunts before it was cool. I mean, I don't know if anybody else that was I guess Jackass was coming out
Jackass
around that time.
Yeah,
it had been out. But that was it. And basically, we didn't necessarily want to copy Jackass, but we did want to do is our own thing and funny shit. It was more just entertaining. It was kind of like where CKY was skateboarding and fucking around. We were wrestling and fucking around.
Yeah.
That was kind of our thing. And so, I mean, today we watch what we did. Back in the days, the shit we did would be so offensive to people today. We did one called The Gay Chronicles, which we haven't put on yet.
Pride Month, everybody.
And it's Pride Month. And in at no time in life, none of us was homophobic. We knew that gay people existed. Obviously, we weren't growing up and there wasn't cartoons like there is nowadays,
one of my
accepting
best friends
gay people.
growing up was a gay guy named Zach. Zachary Mota, if he's ever out there, if he's ever listening, shout out to him.
He didn't die of AIDS.
He was no, I don't know if he
Yeah.
or not.
Did
he
you
was
guys-
my friend for 3 years.
But I always suspected there was a gay kid at my I had a friend named Danny back in elementary, and I always suspected he was gay because he talked like a girl and he kind of act really
That was
girl.
my buddy Zach.
Played
he
hopscotch
would
and
always act
tetherball
like
and shit.
that.
Right, he was he's a ooh, the oohies.
Yeah.
I always suspected he was gay. Obviously, I didn't know him long enough and later in life to for him to finally come out of the closet.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm 99.9% sure because there's always people in your lifetime. You're dude, that person's gonna grow up to be gay.
Yeah, you're if he's not gay right now, he'll find out later.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, dude. I even know there's friends of the family. Dude, your fucking kid's gonna be gay.
Yeah,
I'm just letting you know that. And that was right for one of my my nephew or my cousins. It was little Boo. Remember Bill Charles?
Oh, shit,
and I said, dude, that kid's gonna be gay. Sure enough, when we catch up to him 15 years later, the kid's dressing like a girl. I mean, is a girl. And then kind of goes back and forth to being a girl, to being, gay. It's a split personalities. But
Gender fluid. Yeah.
But we knew that. I mean, like I said, we knew that. And I knew my Uncle Charles, if he passed away, rest in peace. But if nowadays, he would have been rolling in his fucking grave. In fact, he was literally rolling in his grave when he found out how his kids were going to be grown up. And that's the thing, dude. It's it's sad. But my mom always separated us from them. I mean, always they would be completely did your parents ever do that? Or did you mingle with your bad cousins? I don't know if you had bad cousins or not.
We were the bad cousins.
You were the bad cousins. Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Tell me a little bit about it. Were you
my cousin David?
Because there was a separation for sure.
Oh, for sure, dude. No, if David, if you're out there listening, you're a little bitch.
Shout out to David.
Shout out to David. Little punk ass.
No punk ass bitch.
So we used to go to Mammoth every summer, right, together. But this little bitch. So we end up homeless, right? This dude not one call. Hey, how you guys going? Need a place to stay? Nothing, bro. There was a feud, my mom versus their side of the family.
Right.
Because they didn't want to. My mom was supposed to be included in their whatever the last will.
Family shit.
So they're trying to cut my mom out of the will. So they end up taking my mom to court and trying to sue her. It's like, bro,
Oh, man.
we're homeless. My little brother's got a snap femur. You guys, like, we're homeless because my uncle is like a drug addict and didn't pay the lot rent on the condo he owned.
Jesus.
So I was like, dude, this is crazy shit. But yeah, it's funny.
Who do you
how-
blame for being homeless, though? You blame your uncle, then? You blame your uncle?
I totally blame.
Do you blame your parents? What do you blame people for? Because let's be honest, because I've been poor.
I do blame drugs.
All of us have been poor. Obviously, Jesse, he was never really rich,
You
but
really
he's
gotta
been.
blame drugs because it's an addiction thing, and it was my mom's husband, Sandy, at the time, who got her brother on Tweak, and his addiction on Tweak, he ended up not paying any of the lot rent, even though HUD was paying the rent to him.
Oh, what a dick.
So he wasn't paying the rent that he should have been on the property.
Yeah, like the
So
percentage.
yes, next thing you know, Sally Mae Company is coming over, and this is like a Hillary Clinton company too. They're coming over there and they're just evicting people left and right. We're like, what the fuck? You guys have like 2 weeks to get the fuck out.
Hey, speaking about the hood, my
like,
truck's
what
gonna
the
be
fuck?
cool out there, right? I have a ladder in my truck.
Dude, the car behind you's been unlocked for 3 months.
That car looked like it was an accident.
Yeah.
That car is.
I think I seen some hair and blood
that
on the
car
front bumper.
is a repo car, and the people passed away and stuff.
All right,
Damn.
damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I remember, like I said, I remember staying away from our cousins because our cousins were slowly getting into the. I mean, my uncle Charles was a drunk, absolute fucking drunk, and he would beat his wife in front of us.
Damn.
Like he was fucking. We would go to uncle's house, and he'd lose his fucking shit because he was always drunk. A lot of the times, he was fucking drunk, and you guys maybe met him a few times.
Yeah.
He was kind of a dick. But like he would come over and we go to his house in Pomona and he would be hammered, dude. I remember he would have bottles it was called Cisco. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this shit.
Nope.
It's called
Totally.
Cisco.
I totally
It's
know
like
Cisco.
pure fucking alcohol and it's cheap.
Yep.
And it comes in like fucking a bottle, like a good probably a 750 milliliter. No, probably bigger than that. No, about a 750.
Yeah.
A 750 milliliter bottle, and he would pound maybe 2 of those a night. Dude, he would pound pure fucking alcohol, and his wife too. And then we get in fucking fights. Like they'd be like, "Fuck you, no, fuck you, you fucking bitch," and he would punch her like right in fucking front of us. And my mom like
guys
we
need to
need to
sleep.
go. We need to go right fucking now. Like I don't know why I was even exposed to any of that shit. So I didn't. Needless to say, I didn't spend a lot of nights at my uncle's house because we're like, dude, your fucking brother's a fucking drunk. Then my mom would like, hey, you didn't cut that shit out, Charles. And he'd be like, fuck you. And he'd be like trying to fucking stand up to my mom. And I'm like, dude, motherfuckers, hit my mom on a fucking stabby, you fucking drunk. You know, that's my fucking attitude. So a few times when I was a teenager, 13, 14 years old, he would try to fuck me because
Wait, what?
come to
Pretty sure you want to
not
say
like
that.
that. No, I'm gonna explain. Come to think, it's actually pretty fucking funny.
Whoa.
So I was taking a shower one time. I was taking a fucking shower.
This is not getting better.
He goes in the bathroom and he goes, "Surprise, motherfucker!" Right?
With his dick in his hand.
No. With his dick in his hand, he's just
Surprise,
rolling.
motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker! And he opens up the fucking. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, and he runs, or he just leaves, right? And I'm like, fuck you, right? I go back out and I throw a fucking orange at his ass, right? And he's getting all pissed off and shit. And I'm like, fuck you, Charles. I'll fuck you up, dude. I don't give a shit. And he's like, fuck you, right? But like you said, it's like, as a kid, he was. I don't remember, much of the bad times, but like more towards the end of his life, it was like we just knew him as the fucking drunk. Like he was a fucking drunk.
Do you think he did anything else though? Like, I mean, even when I used to drink, I still
No,
hide shit.
just pure alcohol. Always
that's
pure
crazy.
alcohol. And he would sometimes, like, if he was in a good mood, though, he would sing about Jesus. He'd be like, I love you, Jesus. He would fucking sing romantic songs about Jesus Christ.
The worst people, huh?
Dude, there was a guy at my work, like, every reminder, when I was really little, across the street from my cousin's house, every night. Like, we would go over there because they had black box and shit, so we would watch, like, Tyson fights and shit. This is back in the day. And every night, it didn't matter whenever we were there, you would hear him start screaming, and then his kids would cry and come out the front door, and their mom would be crying. And this dude would come out, drag her by her hair, dude, and beat the fuck out of her in front of everybody in the street.
Dude.
And by the time the cops got there, like, whatever. 20 years later, I fucking work with this dude, and he's all telling these black guys in the car, like, hey, you guys gotta turn that fucking music down. That's anti-Christian. And I remember like, what
That's
the fuck?
crazy.
And I remember telling him, like, dude, are you fucking serious? He's like, yeah, I believe in Christ. You shouldn't use words like that. I'm like, yeah, okay. I remember you when you were fucking younger beating the fuck out of your wife in front of your kids. You're going to tell me that cussing is worse than that shit? Fuck you.
Exactly.
He's full on crying. Like, fuck that guy.
Fuck
I hate
you.
people like that, dude.
Hate people like that. Fucking, what's his name?
That guy was also named
Piece of
Jesus,
shit.
So
Yeah, fuck
He's a piece
him.
of shit. Oh, he's dead by now, dude. He was like in his 60s back then and dying of cancer. So
Good.
Hopefully it like
He got
lingered.
his.
Hopefully it lingered and he was in pain the whole time.
Yeah, he got his.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
But yeah, dude, like I said, I do remember that. And then my Uncle Carl was kind of the opposite. He was a really nice guy, but he was just too nice, where he got taken advantage of a lot. And he obviously recently just passed away a couple years ago. I think it's almost been 2 years, but rest in peace. But like he got taken advantage of. So he obviously Tops One that's his dad. He doesn't like talking much about it, but fuck him too. Anyways, I'll go into that later. Maybe not. But
Flops One.
Yeah, Flops One. But his dad, Carl, and that's the thing, dude. He was a nice guy. But the problem was his wife was a fucking junkie. Would get into meth, and she's still a meth head. She's still a meth head today, dude.
Yeah,
and here's the thing, she has been on meth today. Got my niece into it, or her niece.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Got Flops One into that fucking into drugs. Got everybody into drugs, and basically had 4 other fucking children that was not my Uncle Carl's. And made my Uncle Carl raise those fucking children.
Damn, dude.
Okay? And it led to the death of him because one of those fucking kids got into a fucking wreck and my Uncle Carl was in the fucking car, got seriously fucking injured. And that's eventually what led to fucking pneumonia and being in pain and having to fucking take pain pills. And those fucking kids... Those fucking kids sucked them fucking dry because he didn't have any fucking money. By the time he was fucking, more towards his death, he had no fucking money to his name because he was so crippled he couldn't fucking work.
Yeah.
So Bill and Wags fired him. He worked at a tow company. They fucking fired him. So they treat him like a piece of shit. Damn. Flops One was beating on him when he would get drunk.
I remember you telling me that. We were like, yeah, he used to beat up his dad.
Flops One beat his fucking, and we're not saying names, so we can say whatever the fuck we want as long as it's fucking true. You know who you are, motherfucker. But anyways, Flops One was beating the fuck out of his dad. Like he was such a nice fucking guy, and because he was such a nice guy, he truly got taken advantage of. And that's I've learned from
it happens a lot, dude. It really does.
But like you got to stand up for your fucking self. Like at some point you say, "Hey, listen, bitch, you had a kid with another man. I don't know about you, but that's not my fucking problem.
At all.
Get the fuck out of my house." He should have got himself a nice Christian girl, and my uncle would have still been alive today. And probably had a relationship with the good side of the fucking family, which is my mom and us.
You know what? They're not willing to do an ugly thing for the better. You know what I mean? He was like, "Oh, I'll raise these kids because it's the right thing to do."
Yeah,
it's not. It's not the right thing to do.
It's not the fucking right thing to do.
It is, but the right thing to do is stand up for yourself.
Yeah. Stand up for yourself.
These are not my fucking. Yeah.
You should have been like, "That's your mistake.
I didn't
fucking
fill you
that
up
shit.
with
That's
these
not my
fucking
problem."
kids,
dude. And it gets way darker than that. What happened to those kids?
Still,
like a lot of shit that Amelia did.
Well, yeah, it doesn't sound like fucking their life's gonna be great.
That they did had to do with the fucking dark side, and it was because of drug use. Grow the fuck up, and you know what? She's seriously the scum of the fucking earth, and I hope she dies. But anyways,
she's still alive. She's fine.
Still alive. She's doing fine. She's on drugs, but that's the thing, dude. It's like you truly. What I'm saying is like you truly got to separate your fucking differences from the negativity in life. Like there's so many fucking people that might be family members, that might be fucking friends. You gotta separate yourself from the fucking losers.
It did take me a while. That's one of the hardest lessons. And like my wife is 5 years younger than me, so her friends every so often.
Perv.
Okay.
You fucking perv. wait. Younger or older?
Younger, dude. The fuck? I wouldn't have kids with the older chick.
Yeah,
that's dumb.
Yeah.
Kids are gonna become out retarded.
Yeah. That's true.
No, but anyway, talking to her like her friends, like my kid's godfather and stuff. For instance, dude, it's like they're barely learning this lesson now. They're just like, yeah, dude, it sucks fucking having to tell your family like that I don't want to see you anymore. I'm like, yeah, dude. Fucking, they're 30 though. Like he was talking about his brother. His brother's like 35 years old. He worked with that dude too. Literally high all the time. On his 25th birthday, he got so drunk at the Applebee's down here that he fell and broke all these fucking teeth and didn't know about it for another day. When he woke up in the morning, like took pictures. Like,
That sounded like another fucking drunk that was at my house. That's one of my
That's
brother's
what I mean.
friends too.
Like, so imagine that. Like,
Piece of shit.
This dude's over here. Like, that's my brother, man. I have to help him. I'm all, no, you don't, dude. I'm all, how old is your brother again? He's like 36. I'm all, how old are you? He's like 31. I'm all, you're a fucking idiot. Why are you helping your older brother? Like,
Yeah.
I get it if you guys are like 20. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, people are stupid. But you're fucking 30, dude. Get your shit together. I'm sorry. Like, I'll forgive so much shit. Like, okay, like how you're saying, like, yeah, they were raised in a horrible situation. Okay, I get it. But dude, by 25, like, get your fucking life together, dude. I'm sorry. Like, the law is different. At 18, you fuck up, you go to prison. That's not me. I didn't say that. But at the same time, by the time you're 25 years old, dude, you should fucking kind of understand, like, I can't do that because this is what happens.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna do that, then I know that this is gonna happen. I'm not gonna cry like a bitch and be like, "What the fuck?"
That's
no.
100% it, dude. Even if it's your fucking, like I said, it's a family member. Obviously, it hurts, but you got to separate yourself from the fucking people that want to bring you down, because that's where they're at, and they want to bring you to that fucking place. You got to fucking say, fuck that place. I'm not gonna be at that place. You come up to me, do what I do. Fuck you. Get your shit together. You need help? Let me know.
Yeah, misery loves company, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, big time.
absolutely.
But like you're saying, that it does suck though, dude. Like the first few times, you know, you're like, oh, dude, what the fuck? But at the same time, yeah, you know what'll happen if you keep helping them. They're always gonna fucking have their hand out.
No, it is, dude. And like I said, it affects everything you do in life. And I'll tell you, man, like it's been kind of like a week where a lot of people has been pissing me off, you know, this week. And I'll tell you, man, I just woke up and I went for a mile walk. I lifted weights. I punched the punching bag. Fucking got my shit together, and I started selling $7,000-$8,000 a day as opposed to nothing a day, because I was fucking in my head. I was like, dude, there's so much shit going on. I don't want to fucking work today. It's your mindset. Like, you want to be fucking productive for the day. You want to be fucking, or do you want to fucking mope all day? You know, and have people bring you down. That's exactly why I'm saying that. Because, yeah, I was fucking infected in sales. Like I said, in the first couple days this week, I was like, fuck, dude. Like, there's some people I want to fucking beat up right now, you know, that are fake fucking tough guys. And I said, listen, I'm just going to fucking exercise it out. I'm going to fucking walk my fucking fat
At least you
fucking
did
dog.
something with it though. Like a lot of people, they just hold that shit in, dude. That shit fucks them up, man. It's a poison, dude. If you don't do anything with it, like it's just gonna sit in there.
That's what I told my mom. I said, Mom, dude, you have to make sure you get out of the house. Because John takes these fucking week trips to, you know, Vegas and shit like this. Mom, get out of the fucking house. Get out of the house. Make sure you keep busy. She does. And so, a funny story, she said, hey, I went to San Bernardino. I went to a dispensary in San Bernardino, and I found shrooms.
Oh, shit.
I said, you found shrooms? She's like, yeah, look. And she showed me a bottle, and it was the capsulated fucking shrooms.
Yeah, the caps, yeah.
So she's like, I'm going to take 2 right now. I said, you going to take 2 at my house? You're going to trip on my house?
That's not a lot, though.
She said, oh, yeah. She's like, yeah, that hasn't really done anything to me. I said, okay. So she called me the other day. She said, I'm going to take 10. I said, you can take 10?
You got to take
She's like, that's 2 grams. I said, you can take 2 grams? She's like, yeah. She's like, I'll give you an update.
Yeah, I think an eighth is like 3 and 3.7.
3 grams?
Yeah, 3.7,
Okay.
almost 4.
So she said,
that's what you need. Yeah.
so she said, I felt, she's all, this is fantastic. I see the fucking, I looked at my fish tank. There was more fish.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She said, and then the rocks outside were dancing.
Yeah, dude. Everything breeze. Everything like has a light
And
to
I
it.
said,
Yeah.
fuck, man. She's like, I was like, I don't know. I'm not going to do that. She's like,
need
you're
to.
not fucking living.
You need to, dude. And what's funny is that dose that she did is half of what I would
Here's the
suggest
thing.
to do your first time.
Here's
You're supposed to do a
lost in
quarter.
translation.
Oh,
you do a quarter,
shit.
you fucking trip
When
balls for
people
like
talk
5
about
hours.
it, they make it sound like it's a cartoon and that's going on. It's not. It's not like a cartoon at all. It's like you're looking at that bassinet right now,
Yeah.
and then it's dancing on its own.
Yeah.
It's not like
Everything
it's not like a cartoon at all. It's an alternate reality.
Well, she said that
You're
like you couldn't
watching
tell that
things.
if you were to look at her, you couldn't tell that she was on something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what she said.
And
I
you
don't know.
And everyone experiences it differently.
Unless you talk to them.
She said somebody came, one of the neighbors came over, whoever their neighbor is, and was talking to her, having full on conversation shit. And I was like, I was like, we'll talk about timing.
But isn't she normally always sedated and shit?
She's on a lot of fucking edibles, dude, because she's in a lot of pain. My mom's, unfortunately, they don't give her, they don't take care of the pain. They give you, they don't give you pain pills. So she's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, You gotta take edibles.
That's so fucked, dude. Like I get when like
That is
when
fucked.
people are junkies and shit, but at the same time, like if you actually need it, that's what it's supposed to be for. Like,
That is what it's supposed to be
and this
for.
is crazy because like I remember back in the day when like when I got my wisdom teeth pulled, they gave me Narcos. Dude, I took like 2 and I was like, fuck this, dude. I ended up selling the rest of them to like random people at bars and shit because they
Yeah.
were all about it. They're like, fuck yeah, dude, Narcos. Like,
Oh yeah, give
Dude,
me
those
that
things are
Narcos.
disgusting, dude.
Yeah, they
But I
have
mean,
a good street value too. I bought a
yeah, like
few
at
for my
least
mom.
like $4 or $5 each. But I knew people that used to fucking grind them and snort them, dude. Like they didn't even just swallow 'em.
Dude, there was a wrestler named Luther Rain. I think Luther Reigns or something like that. Anyways, there was he was on YouTube, and he was talking about his drug addiction. He says he was taking 30 fucking Narcos a fucking day, on top of fucking cocaine and like lots of fucking alcohol.
Downers and
he's
shit.
all, I'm surprised I'm not dead.
Dude, I knew a guy who had a grinder and a fucking mini clipboard in his car. That way he could literally grind his fucking pills whenever he got
Oh
one
my God,
everywhere.
dude.
And would just throw them on that thing. And while you're having a conversation in the car, like at a stoplight or whatever, he's just, oh, cool, baby. And it's just normal to him. And
Oh
like,
my
I used to hang
God.
out with that dude all the time, dude. He was cool as fuck. But, well, now he's a Christian and shit, which is hilarious. But,
Well, all of the dude, everybody that fucks up in life have to fucking. They have 2 options. You can be a complete fucking asshole your whole life, and everyone you die alone, or you can fucking repent or find Jesus. And most people find Jesus. Like I said,
so
that's a
you're
good thing
saying I'm
about
still
Shawn
an
Michaels. Well, that's a good thing with Shawn Michaels. Well, not necessarily. Yeah, you are. But the thing is like you're our asshole. But the thing is like the good example is Shawn Michaels. You guys know Shawn Michaels, the wrestler. He basically
Never heard of him.
was the biggest fucking asshole
HBK.
in backstage.
Oh, okay.
Everyone said, hey, dude, that dude's a fucking arrogant fucking prick. And he all of a sudden found Jesus. His back got better because he had his back pretty much.
I bet you because he's sobered up and started exercising.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. His back, he had a few discs that actually broke during a casket and whatever the fuck he did. But he was gone for like 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
And he says he says that he found Jesus. And he woke up one morning and was completely fucking healed. That's what he said. And he came back and did a full-on fucking run, which was badass. I mean,
like
it
I
was
said,
a
like-
badass run.
Like, just me being slight edge right now for like, what, a week and a half. I sleep better now.
What the
for a
fuck
while.
is slight edge?
Meaning you still kind of fuck around, but you're not really. Because you're not straight edge. Straight edge is straight up, like, you don't do shit. Slight edge, I'm still drinking alcohol. I still do some things. Like,
If you didn't have a family,
I say
would
fuck
you
a
still
label,
fucking be...
if I didn't have a family, I don't
Just
even know if
say,
we would
man,
be friends anymore,
I'm
dude.
cool,
I'd
bro.
probably be way worse than I was
I'm
back when we
cool.
weren't talking.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Dude, there was 2 chicks that were just, like, totally fine with me doing drugs all day and fucking. Like, that's all we did. Like, it was way worse than it was with me and my ex.
If you guys- if you
Oh,
guys-
no, I can still talk.
if you-
These girls have jobs, careers, houses. Like, they're not
Right.
just fuck ups. Like,
If you guys don't know, there was a long period of, like me and Richard here, we've probably been Dick Sassy. We've been friends for
like 25
a
years.
long fucking time. Like this is the beginning, and there's really never been much of a time where we didn't talk to each other. There's never been that big of a fight. There was not necessarily even a fight, but it's like it was just like
grew out.
SG did a breakup with his longtime girl at the time, and we just didn't talk.
yeah. And then with you, it was different because you had your kid. So, like, I was.
And I had my
I
kid;
don't
he
wanna
was
be
still
around,
young,
But I mean, I'm not gonna hang out with you while I'm
right?
fucked up.
So it was like a good 5 years,
Oh, if not longer.
if not longer. And all of a sudden, my brother started hanging out with SG here, and I said, "What? Oh, really?" I said, "Tom, I said hi." And we started hanging out again. It's like we never.
Yeah.
It's
never held
there was
anything
no
against you
gap.
guys.
There
It
was
wasn't
never
like
there was never gap. It was like old times again.
Yeah, like I said, like how everything's going on right now with like a bunch of other buddies where it's like, fuck those guys. Like, I never felt that way with you. It was never like I was like, fuck him. I was just like, well, dude, I'm not in a place.
Yeah,
to hang
it
out
was
with that
really
guy. Like,
it was really strange that it went
it was
that
like
long.
a responsible way of being like, I'm not gonna be around there because there's no point. Like I didn't want to be a dick all fucking jacked up at your house with your fucking wife and kid, dude. Like that's just.
But
shitty,
like,
dude.
okay, but like, obviously, you were very depressed at that time frame. In that time frame, is that what kind of? Because you were drinking before that. Like, you were pretty.
Oh, I was always drinking.
You were always drinking.
But by the time you.
But I remember there'd be times where you were getting fucking loaded, dude,
Oh, that's
with
because I was
fucking
already on
Dick
drugs
Sassy
too.
here.
Oh no, that's when I was on drugs on top of drinking. Like you guys just probably thought I was still just drinking and smoking. No, I was doing everything else back then. I didn't give a fuck about nothing really.
You didn't give a shit about like your job.
Barely, dude. I could do my job on a cakewalk. I could literally.
Yeah,
like,
but what I'm saying, like, if they can like if you got an accident, they could randomly fucking drug
But I
test you,
knew
right?
when like those situations would come up. It wasn't like, and I could volunteer. Like say all 3 of us work together, and like one of us was supposed to drive, I could just be like, "Hey, Chuck, you want to drive today?" And you're like, "Oh yeah." Like it wasn't a big deal. It was never like, "Oh, dude, I'm fucked if something happens." It was always like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna tell this guy to do it."
Right. Because
I
always
would do your job for you.
Because the thing is, like back when I was young, like obviously, you know, when I started smoking weed, it wasn't until I was like in my fucking mid-20s, and it started on a bet. I bet Richard or Dick Sassy's mom that she couldn't do 25 jumping jacks. And she's like high twos in, you know, 2 something at the time, 3s, and she's like 4'8".
Yeah.
She's not even 5 feet tall, and I'm like, there's no fucking way Dick Sassy's mom could do 25 jumping jacks, and she got up and she did the fucking jumping jacks.
Like
if
a
you would've said
fucking
sit-ups
miracle.
or
Like a
push-ups?
fucking miracle of God.
Yep.
Wanted me to smoke weed with them that night. I said, "You're right. Okay, fuck, a bet's
Like
a bet."
fucking something out of Charles Dickens fucking Scrooge.
Right.
And
Like
I fucking
little Timmy, she rose up out of the wheelchair.
like little Timmy rose out of the fucking
She's
wheelchair,
like, "Here, I'm gonna do 25."
and she said, "I'm gonna fucking do the push-ups." And I said,
the push-ups. She didn't.
"Are
know.
there?" Yeah, she did. And she did 10 push-ups and sit-ups.
I would have challenged her with like 10 push-ups, dude, or
Yeah.
sit-ups.
No,
yeah.
dude, but you
25
gotta
jumping
think
jacks?
at the time she was probably the fattest
Oh, yeah.
she's ever
I
been,
remember.
Yeah.
and she did them, dude.
Yeah.
She fucking did them, and I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, fucking, I think marijuana saved Richard and his mom's fucking relationship. Like as far as like
yeah,
you know
yeah, the way they
being
were
cool
before.
with each other,
Back
because
when
the way
she
they
hated
were
it.
before, she hated weed, dude,
Yup.
and she
Yeah,
hated
yeah.
everything, and she chilled out a bunch.
Yeah, she hated everything.
She hated everything.
Yeah, the world.
And dude, she got some fucking, she was chill as fuck. And then I got the fucking, you know, got a hold of the weed and I smoked it. Fuck it, I smoked it. And then, you know, I'm not a fucking pothead. I don't like, it's not something, it's something I chill with the boys. I get, you know, I smoke when I
a
smoke.
social thing, social.
It's a social thing. Obviously, Michelle really hates it. And the kids are trained because of Michelle to
Oh,
hate
it's
it.
hilarious. Yeah,
So,
I still laugh at your son when he's all
but
like,
if it was
"I
up
can't
to
be
me,
over there."
dude, we would smoke
They're
weed.
pretending to hate it.
We would smoke weed every fucking podcast in the garage every time. It would be way funny because, but the thing is, like I said, reality is we're getting older. We're dads and we don't want to fucking,
Dads
you know,
don't mean shit. That
Yeah,
title
dude, but at
mean
the same
shit.
time, that's even more so.
yeah. And I mean, yeah, I still, but it's more an occasional thing for me. I don't need weed for my day to day.
True, but at the same time, it's like, which one would you rather have? Like, would you rather smoke and be like chill, or fucking have your wife like fucking be cool with you? Because like, an angry wife fucking sucks, dude. You could be high as fuck,
Oh.
and they'll just ruin your shit. You're like, oh, I'm
Dude,
sober
all
now.
the
Thanks for
time,
that shit.
dude. Like
exactly.
I always tell Michelle, I was like, I've said she came out one time. I was doing shit to the garage. I was like, please don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe.
Damn, dude. The censored
And
version
just,
and
dude,
shit.
even when I came out here, dude, like she was texting. I said, I don't want to fucking hear it. If you want to fight about this, do it on your time. I'll do it in front of your family. I'm happy to do that on the weekend. But right now, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. You're on your own for dinner.
Well, like that's funny to me because I was like, it's that double-sided argument where she's like, I don't like you guys here all the time. All right, well, I'm gonna take off. Well, I don't want you going. Like, what the
Yeah, exactly. I said, I'll leave. No. But you have to be here. I have work tomorrow morning.
shit?
Listen, pick a fucking side, G. Pick a side, G. But anyways, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. She's fucking cool. It just obviously she.
Needs to
Like
smoke a
anybody,
fucking blunt.
everyone wants,
Good mom,
women
good
want
mom.
our fucking time, dude. They want us there. And if if it was up to them, we would be there all the fucking time.
Yeah, we'd be their personal guard.
We'd
right
be
outside
the
the door and
personal
shit.
fucking guard outside the door.
Oh yeah, dude.
And that's just a sign that they love you. I mean, that's the thing. There's obviously that's better than fucking women.
The sign that shows me she loves me is when she swallows.
Right, exactly.
dude.
It's something to say I love you when I give you a load every morning. And that she
Jeez.
does
Damn,
do that.
every morning. Fucking
She does
hey,
do
dude.
that.
Hell
dude.
yeah, bro.
She does do that. And that's the thing. That is love. But the thing is like
That's where the name Bux Effect came in.
That's
She's
the
all in that Bux Effect.
that is the
all day.
Bux Effect. If you're watching this, hey, if you're watching this show, all the stories are made up. Okay.
We lie. We go over this every.
Hey, I can't say it on the show unless it's the truth.
Her
You
real
can't sue
name's
me if it's the
Monica.
fucking truth.
Yeah.
I can't say if it's not the fucking truth. So this is testimonials. But anyways, like I said, dude, I mean, there's people that, what are we talking about?
Drugs.
Tony Danza.
Tony Danza and drugs?
Tony Danza
Yeah,
and
drugs. But like I said, drugs are fun occasionally,
They
dude.
can be great.
And I'm not into like I have a occasion. I drink only when we do the podcast, and I smoke when we're fucking all chilling. We have the opportunity to smoke. That's cool. That's fun. It's fun to me.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, after that,
I am about
but
to
I
go
don't
and get
need
like
it.
a bunch of shrooms.
Hell yeah.
I ordered like $100 of shrooms.
Oh yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Like, that's what my slight edge means. Like if that came up, like yeah, dude, fucking
Yeah.
like shrooms are the greatest drug in the world to me. Like acid's up there, but shrooms, hands down.
and,
dude.
and then we'll show you how to take the right amount. But we'll do it before the show starts, so no one can complain.
And then the coolest part about it is out of your system in 8 hours. The high is almost as long as it is in your system. Like that's what's crazy about it.
It'll
to
be
me.
as long as the podcast is.
Yeah, because like Coke sucks.
Oh,
because,
my
like,
God.
You get fucked up on Coke, you're like only high for like 2-3 hours, but like it's in your system for 3 days. So that sucks. But
We're outside Chuck's house and we're doing donuts in secret.
I say we go to like Joshua Tree, rent an Airbnb out there.
oh, that's the best. Like that.
Yeah.
That's my home.
just
man, dude.
to
I
be
love that place.
homies, just the boys. We load a fucking ice chest full of drinks.
Yeah, get some
We have a
shrooms and
great
fucking
fucking night out there. You know,
Oh, you'll find yourself out there, dude. It's fucking awesome because there's no lights, there's no street lights, there's nothing. It's just
I have my arm around a cougar.
hey, so they have
Mountain lion.
they have something out there called the Yucca Man. They believe that there's a guy
Like a
that's
Sasquatch, right?
like a Sasquatch that's 10 feet tall called the Yucca Man. That's
we'll find him, dude. Fucking
I swear to God, dude, he's the desert Sasquatch, and they call him the Yucca Man. And here's the story. The story is
the last sighting was when we took Tom.
dude,
They were like,
here's the story, dude. The story is there was a Marine guarding something, guarding a part of the base, and it was kind of away from the actual
east side
base
of it,
itself,
yeah.
on the east side of the base. And the guy basically was found unconscious, and his weapon was bent in half. That's the story of the Yucca Man.
I've heard of the same thing in Death Valley too. Death Valley has Yucca Man too, and like there's an area where there's like huge dumpsters, and I guess at night, like people have described it as like it sounds like a car hitting these things, and when they go out there, no cars, nothing, but all the dumpsters are completely flipped over, like full of trash and everything. So it's like somebody fucking strong did this, or something did this.
Yeah.
and they have that Yucca Man too.
50 caliber night scope. We'll see what's there. Put a fucking
50 caliber will blow up anything.
Yeah, we'll blow its knee off.
Fucking G.I. Joe.
We'll fucking blow its knee off. And it's like, "Urgh," we're like fucking found it.
Switching topics.
Fucking found it.
Dude, I was remembering being like young.
my
Like, when's the
trash
first
back.
time? Here's the thing. When I was like 13 years old, I made sure I had a female doctor. I said, Mom, make sure I have a female doctor.
Oh shit!
Pop
So you were
the
that
bone.
smart
And I
back
said,
then.
hey,
You popped a bone.
yeah, exactly. So she's like, hey, you need a physical. So I was like, cool. I went in there and I said, Mom, I don't want you in the office because she need to check my balls. So I knew she had to check my balls, and this doctor got on her knees, dog.
Oh shit! She's
Like,
awesome.
on a fucking actually on a small doctor chair. She's like, all right, pull your pants down. And dude, she started fucking like rubbing my balls, and my dick started getting hard, dude.
Fuck yeah!
And I was like, what the fuck? And then she's like, all right, that's enough.
Best copay he ever paid.
And I was like, fuck, dude. Like as a kid, you have to win the small victories. And that's a small
Chuck's had
victory.
a doctor fetish ever since.
Yeah, no, I have a Chinese doctor now. A guy, he doesn't even check my balls. Like the thing is like if you have a rash on your balls, like
Why you pop on that every time?
no, but you know what he says to me? He doesn't say shit. Like you should, like realistically, a doctor say like, hey, dude, you're fat. You need to lose some fucking weight, right?
He never
That's what
told
my
you that
Chinese.
once?
He's not told me that once.
Is he fat?
No, he's
That's
skinny.
hilarious.
You know what he says? He said, Charles, you staying out of trouble? He tells me that every time I go to the doctor. Hey, Charles, how you staying out of trouble? And
Fuck
last time
no.
I got fed up. He said, Charles, you staying out of trouble? I said, nope. He's all, what? I'm all, no, I actually just got out of jail. I beat my wife.
Oh, he should have.
He said, what? I'm all, oh, no, just kidding. He's all, oh, Charles.
He should have fucked with me more and been like, nah, I've been hanging out at sex clubs, having sex without
He's
condoms.
so
multiple
fucking
partners.
funny. But like, I'll ask him for like fucking, I'll ask him shit. He'll be like, oh no, he'll make everything not a fucking big deal.
Of course.
Like I said, dude, I need to lose some fucking weight. So do you have like some fucking pills or something I can lose weight? He's all, well, Charles, I could prescribe this. And I said, well, how much does it cost? He's all, oh, it's very, very expensive. I said, fuck, dude, like I'm not
Miracle
rich.
cure.
He said, he's all, make sure you take multiple vitamins.
And your dick big.
He said,
Oh, this so expensive.
no, I
Chinese
never said anything
secret.
about big, but he never, in physicals, he's never asked to see my dick.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
well, dude, he knows you have kids.
I'll tell you,
It's like it works.
the doctor I had before that
Pull
was a
that bad
Chinese
boy
lady.
out.
And she'd always fucking like, Charles, even when I was skinny, she's like, Charles, I mean, I've never been real skinny, but she's like, Charles, you need to watch your weight. And, you know, she's right. You need to watch your weight. And she's all in, and she would always tease me that there was a prostate exam when I hit fucking 40. In fact, that was her thing. Yeah. So she had a statue, a statue, I guess, of a finger, a doctor's finger like this that was gigantic. Like, she found the biggest hands that a doctor had, and she had a sculpture of this a plaster of this fucking doctor's hands like this. And she's all, Charles, you almost 40. The prostate exam gonna come. She's all, I'm all looking forward to it.
Yo, with your little fingers, hell yeah, lady, get up here.
I said, I'm looking forward to it. She's child.
You just got me thinking, yeah, mine's a little Korean lady. She's hilarious because she talks like that.
That day she talks just like that big old black guy. Hey, I'm feeling.
Oh, I know, right? He's all, she called in sick. What's going on?
I'm all, oh shit!
That name is Dr.
Surprise,
Bronx.
motherfucker.
But dude, she's funny. Like mine's really cool too.
She'll
Tell me dumb shit. Like I remember I went in there when I sprained my ankle and shit. She's all,
I'm all, can you check with your pinky?
she's all, do you smoke? And I was like, cigarettes? No. And she's all, no. And I was like, oh. And she's all, it happened with pain. I was like, oh, okay, cool. She was super cool. Dude, she's
You
all
gotta deny
prescribed.
that, bro. They want you to admit it.
Dude,
I deny it.
they do, because I went in there last time and he said, Charles, you smoke tobacco? I'm like, yeah, I've smoked a cigar. He's all, oh, then you a tobacco smoker. And I'm like, fuck. And he's all, Charles, any drugs? I'm all, I smoked a blunt. He's all, yeah, so you do drugs. And I was like, no. Don't put that down in my records, you fucking
so
fuck.
You deny everything.
Dude. You deny. You have to deny it all.
I deny everything, dude.
Deny everything.
Because when I do, they go, "Oh, you healthy as horse." Actually, no, they're not.
They never said that, dude. Doctors don't say that, motherfucker. Don't say that. Don't even say
Horses die at the age of 2.
Oh, dude.
Oh, you gonna become glue in 2 years. They gonna whip you and beat you. They gonna bet
no, dude. My doctor's the fucking. My doctor's the worst, but he's funny. But like I said, he's like, he's all, Charles, there's a growth on your liver. And I said, what is a... No.
So you can see that from outside?
No. Here's the thing. No. He didn't even call me. He said, we got to do ultrasound because he thought I had fatty liver disease. So he's like, we got to do ultrasound because I told him I drink a lot.
Fatty disease?
Yeah.
And he said, Charles, we got to get ultrasound your liver. So he does the fucking ultrasound. Someone does ultrasound. They don't call me. Do you know who calls me back? Some fucking... A teenager calls me back. Some random fucking chick that works there.
The one at the clinic.
She's fucking calls me and she said, "Oh, Charles is calling about your results." She's all, it turns out your liver's fine. It's your kidneys that have a growth on them.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
like, what?
That's not good either.
She's all, is it cancer? She's like, no. And I was like, wait, you're calling me and you're not telling me the details? She's like, well, I mean, there's a growth, but it's not a big deal. We'll see how much bigger it gets. And I said, well, not a big deal. I says, you guys are talking like I'm gonna fucking die. Like, nah. Yeah. I said, you guys are pieces of shit.
Yep.
I am. That's my doctor's office, dude. I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna be dead. Who cares? If you were to die today, would you say that you accomplished most, like, what you were supposed to accomplish in life?
Fuck no.
No. Yeah.
Like you left a legacy. Like, how do you think you would be remembered? Like if Jesse died right now, SG died.
Just as my kids, and that's it. Like that's
what would you say at his funeral?
Oh shit! What would I say at his funeral? That'd be hard. That'd be hard to say. Because then you'd be like, oh shit! It was all of a sudden he left behind a family. And a podcast that wasn't doing too well.
Yeah. So you would throw some jokes in.
Yeah, exactly.
I would too.
Duh, it's us,
like,
dude.
I was like, he was a family man. He really cared about his family, but he did this shitty program that that sounded like it was recorded from a well, and and only like us would get it.
Dude, wouldn't it even be better if you go way more and just go into lies? You're all we all found out about a secret lover of the guy.
Yeah.
Jeff, point at somebody.
But but what I want you guys to do at my funeral,
Don't get up and leave.
It's basically like, hey, Chuck loved every single one of you. In fact, if you guys had a piece of cake, we spread his ashes in the
little
cake,
bit,
and now he's in every single one of you.
This is what he wanted. He wanted you guys to
He
enjoy
wanted-
a little
he
bit.
wanted me to do that.
You knew he was gonna do that, so don't spit it out.
Yeah,
Don't
It's too late.
fucking
I want
spit
you
it
guys
out.
to joke
Yeah,
about
It's too
that.
late. You already
Yeah.
ate him.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah,
But make sure everyone gets a bite of that cake before
Hell
you do
yeah.
your speech.
Open up the casket. There's nothing even in here.
and we'll put fake ash in there, like barbecue ash.
Oh yeah.
just to really fuck with people.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll be like, "Why is that color kind of off?"
oh, that would be great, huh? The
we'll
cupcakes a little bit
pre-record
dark.
it so that way when we're baking the cake, we're
Yeah,
like, it's
because
us.
I would be in heaven laughing.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, the fucking
Whoa. Real quick, you think you're going to heaven?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's cool.
yeah, I think so.
Purgatory from
Not you.
Yeah, purgatory.
You don't believe in heaven, so you won't be there.
Yeah, purgatory.
You would just look at. You'd probably be in your backyard. No, you wouldn't be in purgatory. You'd be
Then
here.
obviously you never read your Bible because that's where
You-
we go.
Well,
Anybody
you don't
doesn't
believe in the Bible.
Exactly, and anybody that doesn't believe it says you go to purgatory.
No, you would be here though. You would haunt this house. I believe that
Why would I haunt a house?
because you wouldn't know where to go.
I wouldn't think that this is my house. Right?
He listens to the podcast.
Lid's gonna call me
you don't know what
and say,
purgatory
"Joe,
is,
you
huh?
have no fucking
If
idea."
you've ever read the Bible, purgatory is a place that is like you're frozen in space. Like it's
I know
its own place.
purgatory. What I'm saying is, you're not going there.
That's where I should go.
You're gonna
according to
be
your shit.
here.
Oh, I get you.
Be stuck
but that
here.
doesn't make sense. Though.
You're gonna be stuck here.
I'm gonna be like in Dogma, those angels.
Yeah,
like
dude, you're
stuck.
gonna be stuck here.
Or no, like wrist
Hell
cutters.
on earth,
I
bro.
swear-
Wrist cutters.
Wrist cutters, yeah.
SG.
Fucking A. That's what Bux is talking about. If you guys haven't seen it, the movie Wrist Cutters is amazing. That's pretty much what he's talking about.
You're gonna be here, bro.
That's what happens with wrist cutters. They stay in
Hey.
in the world.
Do you believe that Jess is gonna be stuck here?
Oh, for sure.
For sure. For sure, dude.
And at San Manuel.
And it's Samuel. And it's Samuel.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
Why?
gonna, someone's gonna be like taking a business and be like, "Where do I go?" They're gonna be lost.
Yeah.
Also, they're gonna go right this way, sir. Yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
I
thanks,
think-
man. Wait,
Never-
what?
Because you're
You know
very,
what?
you know why I
Still
say that?
helpful.
Because you're very routine, and I feel that you're probably gonna get shot. So,
That's hilarious. That's so hilarious. I'm not routine at all.
because you're very routine. So there's a guy that haunted the Blue House, right? His name was Danny because he was on a paper route, according to the people that did.
That's what made him fucking haunt the house.
That's what made him haunt the house, and
So it wasn't even his
specifically
house. It wasn't
my
even his
mom's
house.
room.
It wasn't even his house.
It was his house.
Oh, there was the paper
His
route after
baby and his wife were in my mom's room. That's why he was up there. That's why you would see his fucking. He would hear footsteps. He would go up the stairs,
What did the paper
and he'd
route
be
do
in the
with it, though?
kitchen. There was a paper route because obviously Samurai is very old, but there was a paper route according to the psychic. Richard probably knows more of this than I do. And there was a paper route, and his name was Danny, and he had a baby, and he had a wife, and he was killed on a paper route, and he haunted. He was the good spirit in that house. There was two other bad fucking spirits that cut up wires and fuck with people and, tried to fucking molest me and Richard.
Probably created that gas leak. Remember the gas leak?
Yeah, dude, there was a gas leak.
If-
Remember my parakeet Snow?
If not for the parakeet getting sick,
Yeah, he was your guys' canary.
when
Yeah.
everyone would have died in their sleep.
That's
fucking
right.
crazy.
He
That's
said,
crazy.
It's like a parakeet Jesus.
Yeah.
He died for. He died for the gas
That's
leak.
what they did with birds all the time back in the day.
Yeah, in the caves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same shit.
Yep.
That's
Crazy.
cool, man.
That's fucking nuts.
That's
Took
cool.
one for the team, man.
Okay, so Chuck's the only one going to heaven.
No, Richard will go heaven too.
He said he was going to purgatory before I did.
No,
fuck
Richard will be in heaven.
No, I'm gonna go to heaven, man. I'm going.
Yeah, Richard.
You guys got to rewind this shit.
Nope.
No,
Don't
dude, you're
rewind
haunted.
it.
I'm
Don't
telling you.
Oh no, I'm not.
Dude,
arguing with
believe me
what
when I
said.
tell you,
When you first said it,
you're gonna
the
be
first
haunted
words
this
out of
house.
this guy's mouth was purgatory, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
me
he
too.
was.
I
He was
didn't mean for
joshing.
me. I didn't
He
mean
was
for me.
joshing you, bro.
I meant for you. Not
Yeah, for you. That's what he meant.
Yeah.
So you're going to Mormon heaven?
I don't care who's heaven. I'm going.
Yeah, motherfucker, there's a heaven, and we're making shit out of popsicle sticks. We're making shit out of popsicle sticks.
Richie's all, I'll go
We're
to the
making
wicked
Rice
heaven.
Krispies too. We don't give a
You're
fuck
damn
what
right.
heaven it is.
He's-
That's the heaven we're going
You got
to.
it. I'm right.
He's all stacked me up,
Look,
pointing me towards the sun.
If it's a
lit
true
my
heaven,
fire.
you'll understand that I was wrong here on earth.
Yeah.
And you'll forgive me. And you'll say, hey, they try to do good. Come on in. Come on in. The water's warm. Party's cool.
Yeah,
But if you're a fucking dick and you're not forgiving, you're not my God. You don't you don't deserve to have a heaven.
That's right.
And guess what? We're gonna come in. We're gonna destroy shit. We're gonna fuck up Murphy because of Murphy's law. We're gonna fuck your shit up. We'll create our own heaven.
hey, hey, man,
Yeah.
hey, man. My Uncle
Is it
Charles
Sunday
sung about
already?
Jesus a lot.
Yeah, how'd that turn out?
Yeah, he went to heaven, according to my mom. Here's his story, dude. A week later,
And according to your brother, you're still
no,
on
no.
Facebook.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay,
Posting shit.
let me fucking tell you something. My uncle died, and a week later, he came to my mom in her dreams,
In her
and
brain.
he said, and he was all fucked up. He had a fucking. He looked like shit.
That's jacked up.
And he said, "Hey, Carol." He said, "Carol, sister. Can you not fucking laugh? I tried to tell you a story.
Yeah. How cruel, man.
Okay, don't laugh. Okay,
I'm just
if you're laughing, I'm gonna leave. We're at SG Studios, by the way. I'm gonna leave.
Studio. I'm just laughing that like even in heaven he's still all fucked up. It's like
Okay, can you just fucking keep a straight fucking face? Let me tell you a story.
Speech impediment.
Okay, let me just tell you. So she's sleeping, right? And he said, "Don't laugh, okay? Because I'll leave."
He said, "Wash my."
So he said he can't. He looked like shit.
in heaven.
No, he wasn't in heaven yet.
God's like, you're not.
A week later, it takes a week to do that.
Can you just fuck it? Okay, I'll stop. When you're ready, I'll tell you the story.
I am. I'm fine.
Okay, don't laugh.
God's like, I can't open the gates yet.
I'm on the wait list. They have to clear space first.
You still gotta tell your sister some shit.
He said, okay.
You guys don't save my spot. I gotta go touch my sister while I'm all fucked up.
Hey, stay right
So-
here.
While she still recognizes me.
Say, Peter, you remember me? I was right here.
He's all time out, bro. Save my spot.
I got
He's all Ghost Runner.
gotta tell my sister something real quick.
So you ready?
Yeah.
He said, hey. He said, sister. He said, my kids need your help.
Oh, that's fucked
He
up.
said, my kids need your help.
Yeah.
And she said, hey, I can't help your kids. It's too late for them. Okay? And he went away.
He said, you're right.
He said, you're right. A week later,
what Jesus
I
said.
tell you, though, but here's the thing. A couple days later, he came back. He looked like $1 million. He was his hair was good. He had trim. He was thin. He had nice clothes on. And he said, hey, I understand. Thank you for trying. And they came back and said that.
But didn't your mom not try though?
She did try.
Oh, I thought she basically told him like that ain't happening.
No, she did try. She said, Charles, they're too far gone. I can't help them. It's too far gone. I tried to help him. I can't help him. And he came back 2 days later, and he looked great. He had a fucking nice suit on, and he had a nice
Why are you laughing,
suit on.
bro?
He had a nice suit. I don't know if he had a suit.
He goes, hey, now, sister. Looks
He sold cars.
You was right all along.
Yeah, clip-on
Praise
tie.
the Lord, he can't help them kids.
Look like them kids was one hell of a headache.
He had a cowboy hat and a suit.
He came back in his church best.
But he looked like $1 million, dude. My mom said he looked good, and he was finally able to pass on. So I don't know what that meant. Okay, I don't know what that meant.
My kids ain't coming with me, but let me tell you.
Let me tell you something. But he was he was. I don't think he accepted that he could leave this earth unless that he accepted that fact.
Well, he was always
Yeah.
close to your mom, right?
He was always close to my mom, and he
Is it
couldn't
just them,
leave.
or is there more? Like, do you have other uncles or aunts?
No,
or
just my
Just
uncle
them?
Carl, my uncle Charles, and then my Mexican side of my family.
no, but I'm talking about your mom's side. There's just the.
Just two.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead in my mom's family except for my mom. They're pretty much almost that bloodline's gone. Thank God.
What are you talking about? You're carrying it on.
No, that's Patterson blood.
True,
I'm
but
not
I
a
mean,
Patterson.
Well, you still kind of are. But
I'm a Serta, bro. I mean, I'm a Bux. I'm a Bux. The Bux family will move on. But anyways, that's what happened. So, I mean, what do you believe? We've gone over this before. SG believes that
Nothing.
after this is there's nothing.
Yeah, it's that moment between sleep and when you wake up. That nothingness. I want that so bad.
And
Man.
fuck. You don't want to party with us?
Well, okay, think about it this way: if heaven's real, why would we hang out with each other? We'd probably be hanging out with everybody else there, right? Like, if you had all access pass, like to the best fucking party in the world, are you gonna fucking while you're there, you're gonna be like, oh, where are my friends at? No, you're gonna be like, oh shit, look at that guy, look at that.
No,
oh,
I absolutely would love all my friends and family to experience this badass
but
party.
they're not dead yet, though. Like you died, so why are you gonna want?
There's
us to
people
die
that
too?
died that are party with you.
So your uncle?
I mean, he was kind of a dick,
See,
but
you
like
don't
he
even wanna
was
hang out with
cool. My grandma was, I miss my grandma. She died when I was like 8 or 9. She was a drunk too.
Damn.
Yeah, and then my Uncle Carl's up there. He'll say hi.
That's kind of good though that you kind of killed that thing off. It sounds like you guys had an alcoholic gene and you guys.
Oh yeah,
at least you killed it.
Yeah,
That's good.
absolutely. That's why I have a podcast called Boozing Dudes.
Yeah, because we're killing it.
Because I'm killing the game and killing my liver, evidently.
Shout out, boozing the fucking
and my kidneys.
Fucking YouTube.com.
Fucking YouTube.com. But
Pretty soon it's gonna have to change to I have to quit the booze.
I have to quit the booze.org. But that's it. That's it for me, guys. You have anything else you want to say
About booze? No.
about booze? Anything, man?
Booze is good, man.
Anything you guys want to plug?
We've experienced shit here at
yeah.
the SG Studios.
Oh, that's right.
It's hard to say that this is it because there's obviously things that get upset.
There is
Oh, yeah.
something
when we
here,
watch
dude.
certain
That's
things,
right.
or we even discuss certain things.
Me and Sassy saw a lot. back in the
when you
day.
discuss certain things in jest like war, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like you being very dismissive with people's lives.
Yeah, it fucked with my fish.
So whatever it was here that's bugging doesn't like making fun of people.
Is it
Yeah,
gone
war.
now, or is it still here?
I think so. I remember talking to it one time when I was all fucked up. Like a whole conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was all like, hey man, whatever the fuck your problem is, like, I don't understand why you're mad at me. I haven't fucking done anything to you. I'm like, what the fuck? And no,
You're right.
You're right.
Yeah, and I was
I'll
just,
leave you alone now.
yeah, pretty much,
We
dude.
go
Like,
bye-bye.
like I said, it never said anything back to me, but
We go bye bye.
I just acknowledged it. I was just like, yeah, man, whatever you're.
But if you're talking to something you've seen shit you
that has nothing
believe
to do
is
with God.
nothingness.
Okay, so what? An alien has to be.
No, but
fucking-
that would still mean there is something.
that doesn't have to do with God.
So you just
Not
think it's
God,
you just
but
think it's
something.
a-
Yeah,
something.
I believe in spirits in the afterlife, but I'm not in the fucking heaven
He just
sense.
says he believes in the afterlife. Yet he
Afterlife
says,
means that when you're dead, there's something that goes on. It's a spirit. But I don't believe in heaven or hell, though.
you just said though that when you die, there's nothing.
That's what I want. I said. I hope for that.
right.
Nobody knows what it is.
So fucking depressing.
How so?
Listen to SGR if you want to get more depressed.
I don't understand how that's depressing.
Cyanide and razor blades in the blood.
Cyanide
compartment.
razor blades and get yourself a fucking gallon of bleach.
Never fucked a cyanide.
No,
A bleach bath.
And I barely use razors. I use a buzzer. I got sensitive skin.
missing out.
Missing out.
Could use some Bic Ray.
And I don't know if they're ever going to hear a Beer and Bad Movies episode.
No, probably not.
Probably not, but
Nah, you'll see one, though,
you
coming
will
soon.
see one.
Fucking Kickboxing Mop returns.
Goddamn right.
That's it. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening, and fuck you haters.
Yeah, fuck all you guys. You guys do who the fuck you are.